right now. You're listening to the Scary Vibes podcast. My name is Michael, aka Mr. Scary Vibes.
And my name is Abe, aka Big Paranormal. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back, guys. Tonight, we're on episode 38, and things are getting crazy.
They are getting crazy, man. We're coming fresh off of Thanksgiving weekend right now. And that being said, man, did you get some good eats?
Ooh, you know what? I did. I am usually a hermit on Thanksgiving. I think probably the last three or four, I avoided people. I
Uh,
usually let my daughter go to her mom's, and then I usually just come home and eat some Popeyes and watch scary movies.
dude, that sounds heavenly to me, honestly.
But this year I ended up going to my sister's house. She had a great selection of food. Everything was very delicious. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was going to be kind of low key. You know, my grandmother passed away a few months back, and this is the first Thanksgiving that we had since she passed away. And everybody kind of just scattered to the wind and was doing their own thing. But I was able to go to one of my aunt's apartments with my mom and spend some time with her and my cousins and their kids. So that was actually pretty cool, man. It was okay. We had some really good eats too over there. Definitely still feeling the effects of the carb coma that I was in. Because man, dude, I mean, all the good food. I don't know what it is about turkey that like basically sedates you and puts you to sleep.
Well,
But
there's something in there. It starts with a T. I'm not gonna. You already know. I suck at remembering things, but yeah, there's something in there that makes people tired. It's like a proven fact.
yeah, absolutely, man. So like been napping pretty good. I know that I had to work on Friday. I think you had to work on Friday too, like right after. And after eating all those good numbs, like dude, it was so hard to go back to work that very next day. But I'm happy to report that I was finally able to get some sleep. Yeah, so I was finally able to get some sleep a little bit, so I have a little bit more energy. I just want to take this opportunity to apologize for last week because I was coming off of like just being in a horrible mood, not having slept in a few days, you know. And I felt like last week's recording was very low energy.
Ooh, you're about to bring down the house right now.
I mean, I'm not gonna like,
Take your pants
belt
off.
out. Yeah, I'm not like gonna like belt out some opera music or something like that. I'm not gonna do that. But like, just I'm hoping that I sound a little bit more upbeat
Ooh,
in this episode because last episode, dude, I was exhausted. Not even gonna lie.
no, I've been there. I remember that one episode. I woke up from a nap and I was like, "Right now, you guys are listening to the Scary Vibes podcast." Everyone probably thought I was like a
Major
stoner.
rocks. That's hilarious. It sounds like that scene from Old School where like Will Ferrell gets shot with a tranquilizer dart in his neck, and
Oh
he's
yeah.
just like slow motion. Wait. Pull what out? Like slow motion, just low energy. At least I know that we were both on the same page on that one because dude, I don't know what was in the atmosphere.
In the
I don't know.
turkey.
I mean, we didn't even have turkey though. That was the whole
True,
thing.
true, true. Yeah, this was like prior to that.
But I mean, after that, like, let's see. Oh, another cool thing, we had like the first snowstorm of the year.
I know. Uh, that's why I
Dude,
was saying things got crazy. Literally, right after Thanksgiving or during Thanksgiving and into like the fall this weekend, we
mm-hmm.
just got hit with a blizzard. I literally think I seen the Yeti in my backyard.
No, man, that was just me walking around in the snowstorm. But
I'm liking it though. I've learned to embrace it. I love the snow. I actually took my daughter sledding today. I was putting up the Christmas tree, watching scary movies.
dude, that's so awesome. I
I
wish I
know.
had a dad like you, bro. Seriously, this is just ridiculous. I feel like I got chipped, honestly. But I
But
mean,
yeah,
those are like key core memories that you're making with your daughter. You know?
I know. And then to top it off, she came back from her mom's house and she's like, "Dad, I watched the first 3 episodes of Stranger Things, and
Uh
we need to binge watch it." And
huh.
I was like, mission accepted.
Dude, Stranger Things is such a great show, man. Especially for, I mean, me who was born in like the 80s, it's really nostalgic, you know, and they do like a really great job of paying homage to like the celebrities of that time, you know. Um they showcase a lot of just great 80s pop culture in that show, and I'm absolutely here for it, man. I love it. They actually just released the first 4 episodes of the final season. So you know I had to binge watch that, man. So I'm actually pretty excited for you to start this journey with your daughter.
Oh, I get all like, I get all into the 80s and I start wearing like, I don't know, just Hulk Hogan t-shirts everywhere. And like my
Go,
jeans, I
we're
start
gonna
getting
get you.
jeans like really high up and I'm just like breakdancing on
You
boxes.
gonna on cardboard boxes and whatnot. You're gonna be drinking. Dude, do you remember? I mean, you're still too young, but like, they did high C orange, right? Like the high C orange drink, but it was like green.
Shit, I
For
missed out
like,
on all the good stuff.
what's that?
No, I missed out on it. Yeah, no, I don't remember that. But
Oh,
I do remember when McDonald's got rid of the high C and then they brought it
dude,
back. It was a big deal because
it was a
high
huge.
C, it's not something I order all the time, but if I ever like get a glass of it from McDonald's, it always hits.
Absolutely, dude. I
So-
mean, you don't always get a Jonesin for it, you know, but when you do, it's nice to know that it's there. It's a great substitute if you're not really feeling the McDonald's Coke. If you get kind of McDonald's coked out and you're done with that shit, so then you're like, you get me some of that high C orange.
You know what? I got a hot take
Okay.
on drinks from. I mean, I love all the drinks from McDonald's. You know, my number one is the Diet Coke. I love the Diet Coke. I love the regular Coke.
Mhm.
I love the root beer. I love the high C. But Sprite, bro,
Mm,
I don't fuck with Sprite. Like the Sprite is beloved by so many people,
uh-huh.
but that shit is so crisp and spicy, and it's just
Spicy.
I don't
She's
know
getting,
for some reason I am not a fan of Sprite like the rest of the world.
dude, it's got bite, man.
It does have bite.
Literally, you take that drink and then you're just like, ah, like it just does something to your throat, man.
I think I'm
Um,
traumatized actually because I remember once I took my daughter to Subway and she's
okay.
like, "Jig, you ever do the Sprite challenge?" And I'm like, "What?"
Oh no.
And then she gets 16-ounce bottled Sprite from the cooler,
Okay.
and then she's just like, "All right, you got to down this in like 1 minute." And then I just remember like it was like burning my chest. It was stronger than
Bro.
Hennessy.
I feel like that's actually really dangerous, like because that drink usually helps to, you know, it helps to make you burp, right?
Yeah.
So if you're feeling, you know, gassy and whatever, that's kind of like a Mexican cure-all too. Like we'll drink some Sprite or 7 Up, and it like helps you burp, right? To get like the indigestion out. But like drinking too much of it, bro, that's downright dangerous, man. Especially if you can't let it out. Oh, dude, like you're, ugh, it's like giving me anxiety thinking about it. Like just having all that stuck in like your stomach and your airway. That's freaking me out right now, dude. So what
Yeah.
happened to you?
I mean, I belched out a giant burp right there in the middle of the subway. The the poor worker, the poor sandwich artists behind the counter were probably freaked the F out. So,
Dude, I wish I was there. Like I wish I was there to actually hear it.
yeah.
But yeah, man.
So like I was saying in the beginning of the episode, today is crazy. We got a lot of stuff lined up for everybody. I ended up, you know, since it was freezing outside, I ended up going back and watch. Well, actually, not going back and watching the Jack Frost that we both grew up on, 1997 version, but
Right.
the new 2022 version. And then you have a creepy story involving a shadow dog, possibly.
I got a couple.
Bro, we got a
Yeah.
lot lined up for you guys. Also, we have an update with the Slender Man case that we talked about last week.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get into all of that, I kind of feel like I already know how have you been, but
Mm-hmm.
how have you been? Maybe the
Well,
listeners want to know.
I mean, I told you already that like I got some sleep finally. Like I've been having just these really weird nights, man, where I'll try to go to sleep and I wake up after 2 hours for
Uh-huh.
some reason. Like for some reason I can't fall asleep until around 3, 4 a.m. Right? And then once I go to sleep, I sleep for like maybe 2 hours. Then I wake up, I can't get back to sleep. So I'll just like I have a chair in my room, and so I'll sit in my chair with like I have a blanket covering me. Um and I'm not really sitting upright, but like I'm like kind of at an angle, so I can sleep pretty comfortably when I do fall asleep in the chair. But then like I wake up from sleeping like that and I just don't have any restful sleep, dude. It's been horrible. But I finally did get some sleep, so I'm feeling a little bit more energized now, which I'm really, really happy to report. But yeah, man. So just weird stuff has been happening this past week. And I know that I've shared you're always the first person I call.
Breaking news.
Right. You're always the first person that I call. And I had just a lot of weird things happen. This week, first off, okay, so the most recent thing that happened was I was getting ready for bed the other night. So I want to say it was Friday night. Yeah. Yeah. Friday night. And so like I'm sitting in the living room, right? Or front room, whatever you want to call it. And so I go to turn off this lamp that's it's like this tall standing lamp that we have in that living room. And as I'm going to turn off the lamp, I like see my dog and she walks right past me and she brushes up against my leg and she's like going towards the couch to lay down. So that's where she sleeps at night.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, oh, okay, she's getting ready for bed. I turn off the lamp. My room is probably not even like 5 feet from where I was at. And so I walk into my room. And as soon as I walk into my room, I look at my chair that I have in my room. And my dog is laying on my chair, knocked out.
Okay.
So what the hell was it? Something walked past my leg, brushed past my leg, looked a hell of a lot like my dog, right?
Mm-hmm.
And went and laid down on the couch. There's no way that she could have gotten back around me and gotten back into my room, laid down on my chair, and been fast asleep before I switched off that lamp, turned around, and walked in the room. There's no way.
I mean, did you have any type of feelings? Did you have like dark feelings, light feelings?
No, no, and that's just the thing. I didn't. I mean, it was very unsuspecting, right? Like I didn't have any type of negativity, no bad feelings, no anxiety, nothing like that. So the only thing that I can really chalk it up to is that maybe it was my dog Rhino that passed away. And maybe he was, coming by to say hi. But it did freak me out for a second, man. Because
Bro.
my dog was knocked out, dude. Which means that she had been asleep on my chair for a while. You know. So yeah, that happened. And I felt bad because I kind of had to kick her out of the room. But
And you actually
mhm.
I went online and I was curious how often, like shadow dogs or, shadow hounds, some people call them, are
Mhm.
common in like, the Chicagoland area.
Right.
and I was surprised that there is a whole boatload of, stories that people are saying that they seen.
Hmm.
The number one place that came up is, I guess, the Phantom Dog of Bachelor Grove.
Dude, literally like one of the most haunted cemeteries in the nation.
I know. And then I never even knew that, I guess, there is a large black and tan dog that basically guards this place. People are saying that they've seen it running along the gates
Hmm.
where, I guess, the grass is overgrown along the paths.
Yeah.
So it's almost like it's like a guard dog. Can you imagine?
Dude, I'd be freaking out. Are you kidding me? First off, I've been to Bachelor's Grove. I've never been brave enough to actually go into there, right? Years ago, I had a few friends of mine that had just like spontaneously jumped up on me and were like, "Hey, you want to hang out? Whatever." I'm like, "Yeah, cool." And I'm like, "Where are we going?" And they're like, "Oh, it's a surprise. We'll tell you when we get there." Right? And I remember going and sitting in the car, and mind you, it was already in the evening, so it was dark outside. And this was probably like October-ish. So like it was fall, right? It's a nice warm breeze going. But I knew that the moment that I got into the car, I started to feel horrible anxiety, really, really bad anxiety. And the more that I felt, like the closer we got to the destination, the more anxiety I felt. And mind
Hmm.
you, when we got to the destination, I still had no idea where I was at because it was this just big open area that had like this overgrowth of vegetation, right? So there was no like gates or anything like that because apparently you have to walk like a half a mile before you can even get to the gates. And so we pull up and I'm like, "Where are we?" They're like, "We're surprised. We're at Bachelor's Grove." And I immediately was like, "Whoa, no, no, like, no, no, no." Because here's the thing, I didn't tell anybody back then about the things that I experienced,
Hmm.
right? About being empathic, about being sensitive to energies, about seeing things sometimes, spirits, what have you. I never told anybody about that stuff back then, you know? And so they were busting my chops and they were saying, "Oh, you're just scared. You're scared. Come on, let's go. It's almost Halloween. Let's go in there." And I'm like, "No, you don't understand. I can't go in there. Like, we don't know what's going to happen. Plus, there's been so many rumors, and now it's like illegal. They
So
have
like,
cops. They've got like cops posted up outside the entrance around Halloween because they've had so many different things happen at that cemetery where
hmm
like they've had like different cults and different groups that have tried to do like sacrifices and rituals on like animals and all types of dark magic and crazy stuff. So they literally every year they will park like 2 squad cars out there now to keep people from going in. But back then it was open season, bruh. You could just walk right into the place.
bro, people always ruin all the fun for everybody.
I mean, I didn't want to ruin the fun, but it's like the one thing you don't want to do is take any type of attachments, especially from that place if you're spiritually sensitive, man. And the fact that I was feeling the anxiety before, like long before I even got near the place, dude, that was a huge warning sign. You know, that was my own energy telling me, like, bruh, you need to get as far away from this place as possible. And so they were razzing me and they were like teasing me about not wanting to go in. And it's like, bro, could you imagine if I went into this place and I saw this shadow dog? Like, bro, are you joking me? No way. And the fact that people have actually seen this like phantom guard dog
Let me
in this
see.
place, man, I'm so good on that.
Last night it was snowing and it was beautiful out. Everything was nice and fresh and white. And I don't know, I was just feeling a little, I don't. just down, overwhelmed. And I was thinking like
Mm.
how beautiful the snow looked. I was like, it did cross my mind. I should pull up to a cemetery.
What?
I don't know. I was like, it's snowing. It's beautiful. It's dark. Because you know how quiet it is when it's just like freshly snowed.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
one of the things that popped in my head was like, I should go to a cemetery, but I ended up staying in my warm bed. But it was a thought that kind of went through my brain.
Well, I know that we've had that conversation before, right? Where we talk about how quiet it seems when there's a snowstorm or when there's tons of snow out there because the snow itself just like absorbs all the sound. And
Hmm.
so it just makes it seem like it's just way more quiet. It's eerie, bro. Like I think it's funny how you're like, "Oh, it was so beautiful last night." And I'm thinking to myself, "You didn't have to shovel, did you?"
I shoveled at my job. I didn't shovel where I live. Fortunately, they have people for that. I
Okay.
enjoy shoveling. Shoveling is fun.
I mean, you see, again, that's only because you don't have to do it that often. And so, like last night, or not last night, but the night before last, it snowed. So it actually broke a record for the snow accumulation in November for Chicago.
What was it? I feel like
So it was 8 inch, 8.4 inches, and previously the record was 7.1. So yeah, it
we're out here
actually
breaking records.
we're breaking records, baby. We're
Bears are
setting
number
standard.
one.
That's right. Bears are doing great already.
We got all the snow here.
Yeah, man. But I
Abe
had to
has
I had
shadow
to
dogs in his
shovel.
room.
And dude, yeah, but I had to shovel three times that day. The snow was just coming down, man. It was accumulating so fast. By the time I was done shoveling the front of the house, like there was already a thin layer of fresh snow that was down there. So I had to keep going outside, man. I had to keep an eye on it and keep shoveling it, keep putting. Yo, but you know what? There's something weird about this new snow.
There's new snow. Breaking news.
It's new snow, man. Like there's some. It's like mutant snow because you used to be able to just throw some salt down and then whatever snow or whatever accumulated, it wouldn't stick because the salt would it would automatically melt it because that's what they use salt for, right? To melt ice. Bro, this salt didn't do anything. It did
Maybe
absolutely nothing.
maybe it was stale.
What? It's salt, man.
Yo, did you notice any weird yellow spots like everywhere around the snow today? Did you
Only
go
where
outside?
the only where the dogs peed.
I
That's it.
I, I had taken my daughter sledding and there was just all these little patches everywhere. And I mean, yeah, when you see yellow snow,
Bro,
you're like, okay, probably
don't
a
eat
dog
it.
took a piss, maybe even a toddler took a piss right here. But I mean, it was everywhere. And I was
uh
thinking to myself, I was like, is this snow just is our air that bad where our snow is just yellow? It
Yeah.
was weird. It was all over the place. It was like spotted everywhere. Like the fresh snow on top was nice and white, but then
Hmm.
as you walked on it, like you could see like yellow embedded into it.
Oh,
So I was just curious. Maybe it was just at that park. Maybe everybody was just
bro, it's all the
fucking
woodland
taking pisses.
creatures. It's like all the woodland creatures. It's all the deer and the raccoons and
All
squirrels
all
all
the
just
shadow
peeing.
dogs.
Yeah, and the shadow dogs too. Exactly. They're just peeing everywhere. And you just happen to be like stepping on freshly covered snow pee.
So
Maybe.
like I said, there's a bunch of them online. Another one that popped up, Highway 294.
Oh, bro, don't tell me that. I'm
Yeah.
on that highway all the time for work.
You're gonna have to start taking the streets because since the 80s till present time, people are saying they see shadow hounds.
Oh,
They see a black silhouette darting across lanes at midnight, eyes like headlamps. Truckers reported it as a vanishing hitchhiker.
oh yeah, the black dog. I remember hearing stories about that.
Yeah, black dog on the highway.
Huh. Like, I wonder what the like real story is. We're gonna have to look into it. Is it like a harbinger? Is it an omen? Right? Like, does it mean that bad things are coming? What is the criteria? Right? Like, what is it that makes this thing come out? What is it that makes it show itself? Because from what I understand of the black dog, the lore was that it usually shows itself to truckers that have been driving for way too long and that are like super tired. So some people try to say that it's a hallucination. But how can all of these different individuals that have reported seeing these black dogs, how can they all see the same exact thing? You know? It's just, I don't know.
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
super creepy.
I mean, it has to be similar to, seeing a shadow person.
Mm,
If they're shadow men, there has to be shadow dogs. That's dog's best friend.
right.
So, but yeah, I wonder why it appears sometimes, or maybe
Hmm.
some people are just prone to it, and maybe they only come out at night. So obviously, truckers are going to be the first people to see things like that,
Uh-huh.
and then people just dismiss them because they're like, "Bro, you're just a trucker, bro. You haven't been home in like 36 days. You smell like urinal cakes and beef jerky."
Urinal cakes and beef jerky.
Yeah,
Um, so I just think it's funny that you mentioned shadow people too, because I know that you, dude, right after this crazy shit happened to me, I called you immediately,
hold on.
right?
Before we
Okay.
get into this story, I actually have some rules
Oh
for
snap.
shadow dogs, okay? And I mean
Ooh,
this is probably common sense, but I was online and these are the rules, okay? I didn't make the rules, don't come after me.
hold on. Let me write
First,
these down. Let me write these down. Go ahead.
first, never speak to it or call it a name. Don't name it. Don't don't name the shadow dog, okay? Don't speak to it, don't
Uh-huh.
name it. All right, number 2. Never turn your back on it ever, okay? Next
Mhm.
one, number 3. Never try to follow it. You see it run into the other room, don't just just stay. Stay put. Don't go.
Okay.
All right, so okay, if you're having real trouble with shadow dogs, there's a way to keep it away from you. And
Okay.
they're
This is what
saying
I need to know this.
iron,
Okay.
salt,
Check.
or cross sticks. They'll make it vanish instantly.
Crossed sticks.
Cross sticks. Go get
Like, are
some
we talking
sticks.
about like the original like Peter Cushing like putting two sticks together like in the shape of a cross? Is that what
Yeah,
we're talking about?
like the Blair Witch Project.
What? This is okay. So the only thing that's really freaking me out right now is the fact that when I saw this dog in my house, I did two of the three things that you're not supposed to do.
Oh
I
shit!
talked to it, right? I like talked to it. I called it by my dog's name, and I did turn my back on it because I turned and walked away. But the good thing is I didn't follow it. So
That is good.
If it was Rhino, that's a good thing, right? I mean, because he wouldn't have been there to hurt me anyway. But if it was a shadow dog, if I would have
And
followed it, who knows what would have happened, bruh?
also, there's a final rule. I
Ooh,
don't even know if it's a rule. It's kind of a you're fucked.
Jesus.
If you walk between you and the moon, okay, if it walks between you and the moon, you're here, the moon's there.
Hmm.
It walks between you guys. Death is certain.
Oh, what the hell?
Well, luckily you were inside, so where was the moon? It could have been behind you.
Well, I'm just saying, who comes up with this shit though? Who comes up with this rule? Because that man,
We don't make the rules, bro. We just
now
gotta
I got to
live
be
by them.
careful. I got to be careful if I'm walking like on a moonlit night. If I see a black dog, I'm just gonna turn my back. Oh wait, you're not even supposed to turn your back.
just, close,
Oh,
just close your eyes.
either way, dude, you're screwed. That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
just I mean, just take your glasses off. Go blind.
Yeah, exactly. Because like they can't attack you if you can't see.
Okay, so sorry for cutting you off earlier.
I'm sorry. I'm just like, I don't know. All right. So, what are we talking about?
You were getting ready to tell me something about something for the listeners.
Okay.
I think
Well,
maybe
listen, lucky for both of us, I remember it.
a
So yeah. So okay, last week, actually, it was last Friday, actually, when I was working, I called you and I told you, so I was freaking out because I saw something weird that happened. I had just made a delivery, right? For first time listeners that might be listening to this right now, I work as a medical courier and I drive all over parts of Chicago, Illinois, all over the state, and parts of Indiana. Well, this time I was making a delivery in the far south side of Chicago. I had just got done delivering medication to sick or dying patient. And as I was walking back to my truck, I grabbed the handle of my truck door and I start hearing this like singing, right? And I'm like, the
you said
hell is
what,
that? Singing. I
bruh?
start I start hearing singing. And it was just like a la 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 la. And I'm sorry for the people that I'm butchering their ears right now.
Well, let
But
me try it. Hold on. Let me try it. Was it like la 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 la? I'm bad too. I don't
dude, I
sing.
was gonna say I don't feel quite so bad about it now. But bro, so I'm hearing this and I'm like, what the like where's that coming from? And so like I look over across the street and there is this dark silhouette, right? There's this man who I didn't see previously, which I mean, that should tell you guys how dark it was outside. Damn daylight savings. And it was like pitch black outside and I could barely see this guy, but I could like see his silhouette, and he's walking past me with this really creepy look on his face, like this kind of awkward grin, like a smile. And
Mm-hmm.
he's looking dead at me, like looking at me in the eyes, just going la 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 la. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, okay, first off, I'm in the South Side, bro. Big Hispanic
Outside,
dude, big burly Hispanic guy with a beard. And if you saw me in the middle of the night about to climb into my big ass truck, would you just randomly start singing and look in my direction with like a creepy like, so this is what tells me that this was not a normal person, right? If it even was a person, I couldn't tell.
bro. Bro,
What's up?
I'm fucking creeped the fuck out
I
because, dude, I remember you telling me this story, and then we were just
Yeah, I
like,
called you. I called you immediately.
bro, this is gonna be our first creation. We're gonna tell the world about La La Man, and then we're gonna start selling T-shirts in about a month from now, and we're gonna make a movie. But bro,
I'm saying,
I just put him into the freaking online world, and the La La Man is actually
is it a thing? Don't even
it's a
tell me.
fucking thing, bro.
Oh
They
shit.
Dude, it says his appearance, okay.
Okay.
Extremely tall, 7 to 9 feet,
Okay. No.
rail thin, pale
Mm,
man in dirty gray or black hoodie. Face is always completely shadowed or looks wrong. Eyes stretched, melted features, and he's always barefoot. Do you remember if this guy had shoes?
bro, I couldn't tell. I'm telling you, it was so dark that I
Bro.
could not tell. I could barely make out the guy's face, but I could see the smile.
Wait,
Like
where
I
did you
could
see him
see.
again?
I'm sorry,
Where did you see him again?
dude. This was out south, like a
But
90. I want to say like 95th Street and
is
oh, where was I?
was it near a park or anything?
No, but the area. So the area was there was like a roundabout at the end of the block. Yeah, so
Because it says,
there was a roundabout at the end of the block, and then there was like the highway right on the opposite side of the roundabout.
bro, I got chills. It says, stands perfectly still at the edge of parks and forests or cornfields at night. And when
Uh-huh.
somebody notices him, he slowly raises both arms and starts singing la 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 in a deep off-key voice, like
Oh,
a
what the
broken music box. If you
what the
hear it,
fuck, dude?
if you hear it, he begins walking towards you without bending his knees, still singing. Bro, did his knees bend? I need
Uh
you to I need you to think hard about this, bro.
bro, like I no, well remember he was walking away from me, right? So he was across the street, he was walking, and then he turned his head to the side, he was staring right at me, dude, like staring in my eyes while he was doing the la la shit. And then he just walked past me, and then I watched him walk down the block, and then
Did
I
did you pass
climbed
a
into my
street light?
truck. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay. You were climbing in your truck. Okay.
Yeah. So I climbed back into my truck and I turned the truck around in the roundabout.
Mm-hmm.
And like by the time that I turned the truck back on, he was gone. I'm sorry, by the time I turned the truck around, he was gone.
Because it says the only way to escape him is you need to pass a street light or an intersection before he catches you.
Well, I did pass a street light.
Okay, so that's probably
Yeah.
why he didn't catch you.
I mean, I was standing in the street light, like the area where I was at, there was a
Nah,
street
bro.
light that was on me, So
Do
that
you
might
want to
be the
know what
reason.
happens? Do you want to know what happens if he catches you?
I mean, okay, go ahead. I'll listen to the what if.
Okay, so if he were to catch you, you'd be found the next morning sitting with your legs crossed in the same spot, humming la 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 nonstop with a permanent smile. I mean, it sounds happy, bro. I almost want to meet the guy. I don't remember the last time I smiled.
Dude, I have not sat crisscross applesauce since like kindergarten, bro. I don't want to be stuck in that position. And I
The
never
weird,
smile.
bro.
I never smile. That sounds really uncomfortable. But
Another
now,
weird
dude,
thing,
I was freaked out that night, and now hearing this shit that you are reporting to me right now, it scares me even more.
bro. It gets worse.
What do you mean?
It gets worse. Luckily, you're sitting down. Okay,
I am.
so it was first posted on TikTok back in November 12th, 2025. So that's not that long
Wait,
ago
what?
by a Illinois user,
Oh,
Cornfield Cryptic. Get
oh,
this.
fuck off, dude.
His hotspots, McKinley Woods Forest Preserve.
Bro, I
I'm,
was in McKinley
oh,
the day
bro,
before.
dude.
You better be fucking lying. You're making this shit up.
Bro,
You
you
bet.
think I'm just making this stuff up, bro? It's
Where are you reading this shit? I have to vet this. You're lying, bro.
bro. You just can't investigate everything that you hear. You just
What
gotta
the
believe me.
Oh my god, dude. I'm like freaking the fuck out right now. Oh. All right, listen. I need some tequila. This is ridiculous.
Dude, you killed your whole bottle last night.
I did kill my whole bottle last night. But hey, before anybody judges me, it was a small bottle, okay? It was like a half bottle. It was not anywhere near the size of the bottles that I normally would consume. That I
You,
do not that often. I don't
dude,
do it that often. So I am not an alcoholic, okay?
no, he isn't.
So before people start hitting the DMs and saying, hey, I want to help you, I'm good. Swear to God.
Talking about help. Last night,
Yeah.
while you were indulging, me, you, and if anybody who
Lola.
remembers Lola that used to be on the podcast, well, she was like on 2 episodes.
Yeah.
We were chatting it up last night, and then you told me, what was it? I'm gonna start a GoFundMe to get like Twinkies or how? What was the whole story on that? Do you remember?
I don't, dude.
It's funny that you were drunk and I
I was
was.
pretty happy, man. Yeah, I was very festive. Um,
I think it was along the lines of, instead of being paid in crypto and money, I'm just gonna put a link in my bio where people could just donate Twinkies to me.
Yeah,
Dude, they
that
last
sounds
forever, bro.
that sounds about right.
The
Dude,
apocalypse
I was gonna
happens.
say, dude, apocalypse currency. That's gonna be the
Literally.
apocalypse currency, bro. When shit goes like belly up, we're not even gonna be using gold. We're gonna be paying for shit in Twinkies.
And you know who's gonna have all the Twinkies? This guy.
Oh man, thank you for making me laugh. I was so scared of the impending doom with the
Oh,
fucking Lala man. And here I thought, and it was funny because when we were on the phone, I literally was like, dude, we're gonna like make the next Slender Man. We're just gonna write about this shit, and we're gonna put it online and see if it actually takes off. But now you're telling me that this was an actual thing.
I know. We can still turn it into a movie because I mean it happened to you, and I mean it barely first happened November 12th. You literally
Dude,
seen it again like 10 days later.
that's what scares me. The fact that it was and the fact that you said McKinley Park,
I
like
know.
I'm freaking the hell out right now,
I
bro.
used to feed ducks over there.
Did you?
You know they found like 2 or 3 dead bodies in that lake right there, that little like pond.
Look, man, why are you making it worse?
Southside, bro. And
Southside.
it's just crazy.
Oh my god, dude. Who knows what
Lu-
would have happened, man? But the fact, I mean, he just, thank God he just,
Luckily, you passed that street light and he couldn't follow you.
nah, he was gone. Thank goodness for that, man. That shit was nuts. But I remember calling you and being like, yo, the weirdest shit just happened.
I'm gonna go
And
find this motherfucker,
don't do that, man. Why are you going to
bro.
go looking for it?
Actually, I don't even know if there's any good. Man, I'm depressed because I grew up in that
Seasonal.
area, and dude, there used to be a Las Camales right there on
Los,
Archer.
Los Comales, you mean?
Same thing. Bro, they had that was the best one in the Chicagoland area. I would tell people all the time, this is the best Los Camales.
Oh my God.
And then they closed it down. Now it's like it's a different restaurant. It's called like Discount Tacos.
First off, why would you want discount tacos? That sounds like boot. They might as well call it bootleg tacos. That's horrible.
I know.
Absolutely
You
horrible.
might as well
But
eat Taco Bell at that point.
dude, what
It
the
don't get
hell?
more bootleg than that.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't. Oh, so okay, so we're over here talking about synchronicities, right? And coincidences and whatnot. So tell me why earlier today my mother was like on TikTok and she was like, "Hey, I just heard that Tao, which is now Excalibur, right? Excalibur, the nightclub, the haunted nightclub that I used to work at, is now called Tao." And she said that they are offering a brunch, like all you can eat deal for like $60 or something like that
What the
on
hell?
on Sundays now. And I'm like, wait, what the hell? And she's like, yeah. She goes, you can have breakfast and ghosts, go see ghosts, I guess. I mean, I don't know if that's part of the deal.
So Tao is it still a nightclub or is it just a restaurant now?
Yeah, so the building itself is still the original building, right? It contains the same Gothic architecture of the original. It's like the original architecture from the Great Chicago Fire.
Uh-huh.
If you look at it, it looks like a castle, which is like after they got new buyers, they changed the name a couple times, and from Excalibur they changed it to Castle, and then after Castle there was another buyer from Vegas that ended up buying it, and now it's called Tau. And yeah, so now they're like trying to get people to go over there for like mimosas and whatnot by doing a brunch special on Sundays. And so for first time listeners that have never heard this story, when I used to work at this nightclub, I would do First Fridays over there. I was subcontracted out with this group that was called Flip Squad. I was part of the security group called Flip Squad. And we would always get contracted to do First Fridays because the first Friday of every month was a huge event at that club. And there
Hmm.
was a lot of paranormal things that happened in that building. There was a lot of scary stuff that happened. There was like people would always come up to us and tell us like, hey, my drink just like flew off of the bar. They would say that like chairs would get knocked over. And of course you just chalk it up to people just being drunk, right? But I had told a story about when I had finished working there that night, and I was in the downstairs bar area, which was said to have been a makeshift morgue during the Great Chicago
Uh,
Fire.
oh
And
shit.
apparently it was a makeshift morgue during the disaster of the Chicago River, when they had a ship that capsized and killed a bunch of people. They ended up, using that place as a morgue again. And so, in this story, when I told it to people, I went downstairs. I was making sure that all the patrons had vacated. I was checking underneath, tables, chairs. I went into these bathrooms. I remember in the one of the bathrooms, it was really cold, like freezing cold. And this was during the summertime. And after I made sure that it was empty, I started to walk up the stairs, and
Hmm.
there was I heard voices like chattering, and I'm like, what the hell? So like I look and I'm like, I do what the white people do in the scary movies. I was like, hello? And I was listening, and then I was like, okay, it was quiet. So then I like walked up the stairs again, and then I started hearing the talking again. I stopped again, and I looked, and I was like, hello? Nothing. So I go down the stairs, and I go and I'm checking underneath all the tables again, checking behind the bar, check the bathrooms again, nothing. So I'm like, what the hell? So I'm walking back up the stairs, and then I hear the voices again. So I'm like, what the hell, dude? So I turn around and I'm looking, I kind of leaning a little bit over the railing. And then I make the decision that I'm going to go back down the stairs again, and I'm going to check one more time. As I turned to walk down the stairs, something shoved me from behind. And I fell down the stairs. Like I fell down a couple of the stairs, but I was able to catch myself on the railing, right?
Hmm.
And I remember telling everybody, like, I got super angry because I'm like, some asshole just tried to knock me down these stairs. I could have got hurt, you know? And I took off running up the stairs to chase whoever the hell pushed me. And when I got to the upstairs bar, I had a whole bunch of my bouncer buddies that were sitting at the bar having a drink. And I was visibly angry. I'm like, what the hell? Why did you guys do that? And they were like, what are you talking about? And I said, one of you assholes just pushed me. What the fuck? Like I could have got really hurt. And they were looking at me, and then they just started laughing. And I was like, what the hell? What are you laughing? Like that made me even angrier. And they were like, welcome to the club. And I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean? Like, we're in a club. What are you trying to say? And they're like, no, welcome to the club. Like, you finally had your first paranormal experience in this building. Like, we've all had something happen to us, and now you've had it happen to you. So I'm like, wait, what the fuck? So the reason why I'm retelling this story is because apparently my mom started doing research on it. And this was earlier today. And she goes, oh my God, did you know that there's the spirit of a little girl who is said to push people down the stairs? And so I'm
Bro,
like, wait a minute, wait a minute. So now you're telling me that I got bullied by the spirit of a little girl?
bro, you better go back and kick her ass.
I was like, I was mad. I was so mad. I'm like, you little. Oh, I was like, are
Yeah.
you joking me? So here I'm thinking it was like some crazy spirit or whatever, but it was the spirit of some mischievous ass little kid. Fucking brat.
Yeah, so apparently I missed this episode, but I guess it was actually on Ghost Adventures. Did you see that one?
Oh, it was?
Yeah, so it looks like
Wait, wait, wait. Ghost Adventures with
Zach Baggins, yeah, your boy.
oh douche Baggins. All right.
So basically, I'm looking up some notes for it. It looks like there is three ghosts that apparently hunt this place, or three apparitions.
What a douchewad.
First, you have the lady in white, a
Mm,
transparent woman in a white dress with a blue aura. She's seen going up and down the main staircase. She claims she pushes people. Um, then there's the mischief little girl,
hmm.
which I guess she's known for pushing drinks off tables and
Uh-huh.
saying, "Stop and watch me." I don't know this lady either, but I guess Jordine DeFrey.
Uh-huh.
She's a psychic from a TV show, Unexplained Mysteries. She's the
Okay.
one who says that ghost, when she went there in 1997, she was like, "Yeah, that's the ghost that's pushing drinks off the table," and she's saying, "Stop and watch me." So I guess she's like trying to get people's attention. And then there is another ghost, Jean, a shadowy male figure,
Yeah.
is linked to feelings of anger in the storage room. So sometimes maybe if they're putting away storage,
Hmm.
they feel angry or sad or whatever. But those are the three main ghosts. So I wonder if you got pushed by the lady in white.
Maybe, bro. But all I know is that when I got pushed, bro, it was like I'm a big guy, bro. I'm a big guy, which means that I have a very heavy center of gravity. And it felt like I got knocked around by a linebacker. I got shoved really hard, man.
Wait. So you're telling me you're a big guy
Big guy.
and you got pushed. So it would take a big ghost to push you, or do you think a
I
little
mean,
ghost could push you the same way?
one would think, but apparently I just got body checked by a little girl
Or a lady in white?
or a lady in white, which kind of makes me feel like a little punk.
Bro, we need to go back. We need to get some freaking brunch, which fucking $60, bro. They better be,
There better be some stakes, bro. Like, there better be something going on there worth 60 bones.
bro. We need to go back, get some brunch,
Uh
and
huh.
then we need to go find this whoever the fuck shoved you, and they need to apologize.
They do need to apologize. We're going to hold them accountable.
Dude, you can't just be pushing people
And
around.
hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no. And you know what? If you never hear from us again, then you know what's up.
R.I.P.
RIP. RIP, Mr. Scary Vibes. RIP, Big Paranormal. You now belong to Excalibur nightclub, aka
Damn.
Castle, aka Tau.
Okay, so if there's a chance we're gonna die, I
Mm.
mean, are we gonna wear old time clothes? Are we gonna wear our current clothes?
Dude, I want to do it up, honestly, because you never even hear about anybody wearing like new outfits or anything. I think we should wear like track suits. Like
Ooh,
I want to be comfy. You know what I'm saying? So like I want to wear like an Adidas tracksuit. I'm bringing those back. What up?
bro, I'm traumatized.
I want to be I want to be a break dancer. I want to be a ghost break dancer.
Dude, I remember wearing like the Adidas button-up pants.
Yeah.
Dude, in school, dude, everybody was trying to unbutton them. De-pants me. They were trying to de-pants me,
Yeah,
dude.
you always try. Yeah, people
I'd be
always try
walking
to.
by, and then your best friend would just reach down and he'd be like, "Blah," and all the buttons would pop, and you're like trying to not show these people my
Yep.
beautiful legs.
Want
Like,
to make sure
bro,
that they don't leave you there in your huggies,
yeah.
dude. That's hilarious.
So it's freezing outside. I was putting up my
Uh,
Christmas tree, and I was like, bro, let me go on Prime. Let me watch a scary movie.
okay.
So then I'm like, I'm thinking of something that goes with the time. Because the first thing that came up was a Thanksgiving movie, and it wasn't Thanksgiving. It was something. It was like some low budget something, and I was like, yeah, but do I really want to talk about a Thanksgiving movie on the pod like a week later? Like, I kind
Yeah.
of. So then I went to related movies, and then it showed up Jack Frost,
Mm.
and I remember the 1997 version of Jack Frost. He looked like a literal snowman.
Hmm.
He had a bunch of one-liners. He was grungy as fuck. He would say the craziest things.
Yeah, he was straight up noxious.
If you actually look him up on Google,
Hmm.
they consider him a murderer and a rapist
I
because he has
mean,
38 kills. And do you remember? You know the scene I'm talking about.
uh huh.
So there's a scene in
I
this
remember
movie where he attacks a young woman, well, of age woman. She wasn't that young, of
in the
age.
shower.
Yeah, and I think she was taking a bath. The next thing you know, he's just taking off his carrot nose. Bro, these are the movies that raised me, and then people
Uh huh,
wonder why I'm just so twisted in the head.
bro.
Um, so there's a 2022 version. I ended up putting on, and bro, okay, so it's made by the same creators who did Winnie the Pooh, Jagged Edge. I don't know if it's the boy band group from the 90s or if not, but they're called Jagged Edge. They made Winnie the Pooh, and now they made Jack Frost.
Okay.
But you could definitely tell that it's the same style. Very dark lighting. The mask they use similar. So, like I said, the 1997 version, it was an actual snowman. In this one, it's like a man wearing this white silicone face.
Okay.
I wasn't a fan of. That was probably what I didn't like about it the most. But they actually kind of had a decent little storyline. So it
Okay.
like starts with this prologue, and they like spin this tale of Santa Claus having four sons, and two of them were murdered, and then there was this fallen soldier that went rogue and became Jack Frost, and Santa Claus had to come back and like slay him and hide all of his body parts around the world. Okay.
Hmm.
So Jack Frost, I guess he has he's able to come back, but he's not at his full strength until he gets all of those missing body parts back.
Mm.
So in the movie, he ends up basically kind of just terrorizing this family, the Grant family, that are descendants of Santa Claus. And this movie, there's a lot of gore to it. There's some okay kills. I think the storyline is definitely interesting. So if you're looking for a movie that's with the times, I mean, we're in December. There's not really too much to choose from, if you want to stay in that world.
Yeah.
But I kind of liked it.
Okay. Where did you see it?
I
Where
watched it
did you
on
watch it?
Prime. I think it was a part of the AMC. Like if you have the package AMC
Yeah.
Plus, it'll be on there. If not, you'll probably have to rent it. I probably wouldn't recommend renting it. If you're gonna rent one, I would rent the 1997 version. But if you go watch it for free, and I think especially if you enjoyed um like the Winnie the Pooh movies that came out,
Uh-huh.
then you might like it. So I think you're gonna like it because I know you love the Poohniverse.
I do. I do. Well, I just like the idea of taking something that was like beloved and it was like made for kids and then like turning it into a dark twisted version of it. I love it. So I'm looking it
Yeah.
up right now and okay, so I see that it was made back in 2022. Is that the one
Yeah.
that you were talking about? Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm adding this one to the watch list. Definitely, but I also do see that they do have Jack Frost from 1997. They made a sequel to that movie in 2000, Jack Frost 2, and then in 2017 they did Riff Tracks Jack Frost remake.
Wait, Riff Raff?
Riff Tracks.
Riff Tracks.
Yeah. So they remade Jack Frost, which is on Midnight Pulp. So
So
yeah, it looks like
so we
I'm going to be
need
watching some Killer Frost movies.
sounds like we're gonna have to get another bottle of tequila and have a Jack Frost slumber party.
Ooh, marathon baby. Let's
Dude,
do it.
I do love marathons. So last week, I remember
Hmm.
you had breaking news:
Hmm.
the Slender Man case.
Yes.
What was that girl's name? Morgan
Morgan
Geyser.
Geyser. Morgan Geyser. Yeah, man. She was
So
one half of the pair that attacked their best friend. They stabbed her 19 times and they left her for dead. And when they asked why they did it, they said that they did it to appease Slender Man. And for those that don't know, Slender Man was a creepy pasta, right? Some guy actually created it and created this character and put it online, and it kind of just took off. And these little girls somehow got it into their head that if they sacrificed their best friend, that they would somehow be permitted to live in Slender Man's world. Um and last week it was reported that Morgan Geyser, who was like the main orchestrator between the two, had escaped. But I guess there's been some new developments with that case. So what happened, Mike?
yeah, so okay, yeah, so she escapes. She cuts off her ankle bracelet,
Mm-hmm.
and she goes missing. And where does she come pop up at? Chicago. I think she was at a bus station, right? They found her with a like transgender person that was
Mm-hmm.
like a male but like transitioning into a female.
Right.
And it was crazy because when the cops had stopped them, they were just like, "Hey," it looked like it was like a normal stop. They were like, "Hey, do you have any identification?" And she
Mm-hmm.
starts acting really strange. It's all on body cam footage, so you could actually go online and watch it on TikTok. And the girl's like, she's being very sure with him. She's like, "You don't want to know who I am. Google me. I did something really bad. Like, it can't be that bad, miss. Calm down. You're not in trouble. Like, you didn't kill nobody, right?" And the girl just kept saying, "Google me. Google me." And she ends up giving them her name, and they call it in on their radio, they spell it out, and they find out, yeah, that she's like the missing girl to that infamous case from 2014. The
Mm-hmm.
strange part about it all is the character that she was with. He was in a very similar cosplay
Mm-hmm.
outfit. It matched identical to this character, Tiki, which
Mm-hmm.
is a like servant to Slender Man. Bro, it's like, dude, okay, I could get running away. I could get, you're fed up with it. I could even see you meeting up with somebody that wants to help you.
Mm-hmm.
But the person you choose is somebody who role plays into this universe that got you in trouble in the first place.
Right.
It's like, bro.
Yeah. So it says here, okay, so when they found her in this Illinois truck stop, she was with, okay, so now she was a kid when that happened, right? She was what, about 12, 13 years old?
Yeah.
Now she's 23. And the person that they found her with was 43-year-old Chad Mecca, double her age.
Yeah.
You know, what does she do? Like, how did she meet this person?
I think I was
How
reading
did?
online that he would come to the group home originally,
Uh huh.
but then when they noticed that he was strange, they banned him. But somehow he must have been able to get in contact with her, maybe through
Mm-hmm.
social media, emails, chain letters. I don't know what this guy did, but it almost makes it seem like he was a fan of her work,
Yeah.
and he sought her, and obviously he's a predator. He's double her age, and I'm sure something like that happened to her at the age of 12, even though she's the evil person, all of it. she's a victim a little bit to it too. Like, I'm sure her mind is not developed properly. She's probably still a child. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So this guy was definitely a predator, and
Kind of taking advantage of that.
definitely.
Yeah, but yeah, I do see that she was originally sentenced to a maximum of 40 years in a mental institution. After attorneys were able to successfully prove that she was undiagnosed, she suffered from undiagnosed schizophrenia at the time of the stabbing. Um, so in an effort to avoid prison time, Geyser agreed to a plea deal in 2017 that would have her institutionalized instead. So she's supposed to be institutionalized for 40 years, dude.
That's crazy.
But it said that she literally had just been granted conditional release in January after spending 7 years at the Winnebago Mental Health Institute in Wisconsin. Wow. She fled the group home that she had been placed in over fears of being separated from her friend, Mecca. So, yeah, man.
How's he even able to be like, bro's in his mid 40s?
Yeah.
That should not be allowed.
Well,
But
so, okay, the crazy thing is, with my job, I've delivered to a few homes, right?
hmm
Where they deal with young females that are going through, mental health struggles, suicidal ideation, things of that nature, right? And the
yeah,
one thing that I've noticed is how on top of security these places are. Like, they're usually really, really nice homes that are in the middle of nowhere, dude. Like in the middle of the woods somewhere. Like, you would not even know that these places exist. And I think it's because they want to have these young women be in a place where they can be safe, right? They can be cared for, and possibly because they don't want them to be a danger to anybody else, like miles away from anywhere. But I noticed that every single time I would go there, I mean, dude, they would look at me they would look at me like I was a criminal or something, right? Well, I mean,
yeah.
rightfully so. They can't trust anybody. Like, who knows what kind of weird things have gone on? They probably had like people try to sneak them drugs or alcohol or
Plus,
weird
I
stuff like
mean,
that.
plus, if you're going through those type of, thoughts and feelings and all that stuff, I mean, you're vulnerable.
Yeah,
Somebody comes along and gives you a little bit of attention, this and that,
yeah,
and there's a lot of evil people out there, and they'll take advantage of people who are in those positions. So
yeah.
I don't.
I
I
agree.
actually I applaud this place that was watching you like a hawk.
Oh
It's how it
yeah,
should be.
absolutely, dude. Yeah, like I have to say there was like this sign on the outside of the building, like near the parking lot, that said, be sure to check your back seat," right? And I have a truck. I have a truck bed, right, open. So I guess you have to check your back seat, make sure that your doors are locked, and I had to check my truck bed to make sure that none of these girls were trying to like hide back, in the back seat or in my truck bed, to make, because apparently that happened. That's
Oh
like
yeah.
happened a few times. And one of the drivers I work with, he told me that one time he started driving away from there and a girl had gotten into his car and was hiding in his back seat.
Scary.
It is scary, dude.
There's actually a sign. I don't know if you ever noticed it.
Mm.
It's on like Roosevelt and First Avenue. There's a sign that says "Do not pick up hitchhikers." And at first, I was just like, "What? Like what?"
Mm-hmm.
But then I had found out I had a family member that got kind of put into a group home or institutionalized
Uh-huh.
there, right on that corner, because that's like the Loyola Hospital. But on the
Yeah.
corner, there's a mental facility, and then
Wait,
it
you
all
said
made sense.
Roosevelt and First Avenue?
Yeah,
Dude,
by
I'm
like,
always there. I'm always over by there too.
and
Jeez.
that's where my daughter was born, in the hospital, not in the crazy house. But it all clicked in my brain. It was like, oh, that's the reason why there's a sign that says "Do not pick up hitchhikers," because they probably were breaking out, sneaking out, and then they would hitchhike and people would pick them up, and then you're in the car with a freaking somebody who's off their rocker a little bit.
A potential axe murderer.
Potential, yeah.
Yeah. And hey, listen, just to clarify, this is in no way, shape, or form. We are not making fun of people that are in mental health crisis or that are seeking help. We're not making fun at all.
No, not at all.
Kudos to those people that are actually seeking the help that they need.
Exactly.
Know what I'm saying, player?
Oh, yeah. But this has been a real fun episode.
Yeah, man.
I've
Talking about
enjoyed it.
shadow dogs and la la men and crazy escaped mental patients. That all seems to be the norm.
Exactly.
That all seems to be the norm for us now.
That's funny. But I want to, you know, invite our listeners. If you guys have any stories, if you guys have any videos that you've seen on TikTok or online, and you want to share with us, you think it's interesting, and you think it would be something that would interest us, I'm sure there would be a high chance that we would find it interesting, and we might even talk about it on the show and kind of dig into it and just give you our input on it.
Yeah, man. I really want to see these. I want to see our listeners' stories.
So we're able to be found a lot of places. We have our Scary Vibes group on Facebook. And that's kind of where it all got started.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the foundation over there. But then, we're both on uh, Instagram and Threads and TikTok.
TikTok. Yep.
So, Abraham, he goes under Big Paranormal, and I'm Mr. Scary Vibes. I
Big
also have
paranormal
an
with 2 G's.
big Paranormal with 2 G's. I also have an email for the website, and that
Mm.
is scaryvibes.help@gmail. So if you guys have any stories, real life stuff, or even if you guys want to come on the pod, we are looking for a guest in 2026. That is a big goal of ours, to start doing video podcasts and get some guests on here talking about some real life experiences.
Yeah, man. Let's
So
make
we're
it
excited
happen.
for that. We're
Yes,
gonna make it happen.
absolutely.
But I think that's going to be an episode. My name is Michael, aka Mr. Scary Vibes.
And my name is Abe, aka Big Paranormal. We'll catch you next time, everybody. Take care.